Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily Freybler. So today's video, I'm going to be sharing how I create a very peachy spring makeup look. It's going to be a very easy eye look and everything, but just very springy. So I hope you guys like the video. If you do, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Also, if you are curious about any of these products that you want to purchase or get the link for, I always make a blog post corresponding with every single video. So all you have to do is go down into the description box, click the link for the blog post, and links to everything that I'm mentioning will be there. So first up today, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm just taking a little bit of this and really getting it into the area that my pores are the biggest, so mainly that T-zone area. Now for foundation, I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty Get Real Serum Foundation. I haven't used this a ton, but I did do a review on my channel. I was kind of iffy about it, but lately my skin has been drier, so I wanted to give it a shot again and see how I like it. So here we are. I'm going to put a couple pumps on my hand. I can't remember how I liked this. I think I'm going to apply a little bit on the face and then maybe go in with a sponge. You know what? I think I'm just going to use my hands for this. So I wanted something like a serum foundation today, just for a very kind of lightweight look. Makeup right now has kind of been trending into more of the natural look. It's not as much kind of full glam. It's just kind of more natural with a heavy blush. So after I apply it with my hands, I'm just going back in with the sponge just to even everything out. Now I'm going to go in with concealer. This is Light Sand in the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm going to do a couple dots here and here. I'm kind of just going to highlight / cover up the problem areas. I'm going to blend out the under eye first and let the areas over the blemishes kind of sit for a second. Now to blend this out, I'm going to use this kind of fluffy brush. This is the Essence Eye Blender brush, but I actually really like it to blend out concealer. It's just an easy fluffy brush. Now I'm going to go in with powder. I've really been loving this Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. It's very smoothing on the skin and it just looks airbrushed basically. So I'm mainly going to, I took a little bit on this Real Techniques Miracle Powder Sponge. I'm mainly going to focus this on the under eye area. And I'm going to try not to put too much powder while also, making sure I set the face because this is a very dewy foundation. I want to make sure I do put some powder down. Okay, I'm kind of regretting this foundation. I feel like it looks okay in camera, but it's just not as much coverage as I want. I'm going to put a little bit of this CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream on, just on the cheek area. I'm just not very happy with the coverage. Okay, the skin is driving me kind of nuts, but it's not really about the skin. It's more so about the eyes and the blush and everything. I'm just going to go in and put a little bit of powder along the face. Now for bronzer and blush today, I know it seems weird that I'm putting it on after the powder, but I actually really like these putty bronzers after powder as well as before them too. So I'm just going to take a foundation brush, and this is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Tan Lines. And I'm just going to do a light bronzer application. I'm going to put it more so on my cheekbone here, not necessarily down here. So kind of focus it up more. This just kind of lifts the face. And then I'm going to put a little bit here on the kind of forehead area. Looks like I need to get a new one of these. This is how much I love these putty bronzers. I just think they blend beautifully and the application is seamless. Now I just take the foundation brush and just lightly go along the nose. Oops. I love a like bronzed nose look. So like I was saying, blush right now is really big and the application of it is key. It's totally different than I feel like a lot of blush applications have been in the past, which I really, really like this look. I think it just looks very youthful and kind of sun-kissed summery. I've tried multiple different application techniques for the putty blush, and this one is probably my favorite because it's the most forgiving. So I love taking a like kind of fluffier brush, any blush brush you want. This is a Flawless Face brush from e.l.f. and my favorite way to apply this is I just really kind of get in there. And what we're going to want to do is focus the blush more so here. Obviously, bring it back as well, but we're going to really bring it in towards the nose here and even go on the nose. So it almost makes the appearance of you being like sun-kissed, sunburnt a little bit, and it's just very, I feel like, youthful and beautiful. So like this, like bring it all the way up into the nose area. But I also love the kind of just youthful look the putty blushes give and the bronzer because they are kind of dewy as well. It's not just like a matte powder on your face, so it kind of adds to the dewiness. And then for highlight today, I'm going to use this one from e.l.f. as well. This is the Shimmer Highlighting Powder in the shade Starlight Glow. And we're just going to do kind of a lighter highlight application. Maybe not lighter, maybe normal. I don't know. Go on the nose, the cheekbone here, and I love to go in between the brow here. Now, I always like to do my brows before I do the eyeshadow application. This is the Thick It Stick It brow mascara, I think it's called, from not e.l.f., from NYX. And I love this stuff. This is in the shade Brunette, and I just think it's a beautiful product because it gives you color and it also keeps your brows in place all day. I know a lot of products do this, but this one also has like thickening fibers on it as well, so it really just makes your brows look thick and nice. Okay, now we're on to like the star of the show. So I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette, which I haven't used in a really long time, but I love this palette so much. It's my go-to one, and I feel like so many people have it, so it's a really great one to use in tutorials. I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush. I don't know if they have this from Morphe anymore. I got this like 5 years ago. This is the Morphe M441, and in the palette, I know she has names for these, but I got this like the first time she sent it out, so it doesn't have the names on the back. But what I'm going to do is like take these two and just blend them together and just take a very light hand of it. So dip it in like maybe once or twice, tap off the excess. Then I'm going to very, very lightly feather this onto the eye. So we're going to start in the outer corner here, but very, like I'm barely touching my eyeball, okay? And we're just going to lightly feather this in. Now I'm going to take a little bit more product and do the same thing. So you want to build the product the most in the outer corner and then bring it into the eye, and I'm just putting it all over the lid. Okay, so that's literally what we're gonna do for the base color. Now for the lower lash line, we're gonna take the same exact colors, okay? And just like a little pencil brush, dab the same way, and then just smudge it along the lower lash line here. Now, for the lid, we're going to first take this gold shade, which is one of my absolute favorites in the palette. And when I'm telling you, we're going to barely dip our finger in there, that's what we're going to do, okay? So barely brush it on your finger. Get like hardly anything, okay? And then we're going to just very, very lightly tap it on the lid. I don't want this to be a super saturated color. I just want it to be a hint of shimmer on the lid. So see how it just gave like the slightest bit of gold? And now we're going to do the same thing with this second color, okay? So these are all very, very pigmented. You want to just take a teeny tiny bit on your finger. See how that's just a tiny bit? And just dab it. And you can always add more, but I want that concentrated in the front. And just kind of bring it in. Okay, so here are what the eyes are looking like. Now, you could do this step or you could skip it. I think I want to do this. Just smudge just a tiny bit of brown on the top lash line. So I'm going to take this one right here. It's like a dark chocolatey brown. And then I'm taking this little kind of like liner brush from Wet n Wild as well. And all I'm going to do is just kind of stamp / smudge this on the very outer corner. And that's it. That's it. Now we're just going to finish it off with some lashes and lips. I'm just going to curl my lashes quick. I always apply my Essence Lash Booster or Volume Booster Lash Primer. I love this stuff so much. Now for lips today, I always like to do this while my lash primer is drying. I'm going to take the LA Girl lip liner in Flesh and just lightly line the lips. And to stick with the whole like theme of spring, vibrant colors, we're going to use, I love these. This is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipsticks. I used to be obsessed with these. This is in the shade Peach Stole My Look. So last but not least, I'm going in with the Maybelline Colossal Curl Bounce Mascara. This has been my favorite mascara lately after I reviewed it on my channel. It's just so good. It separates the lashes. It volumizes them. It keeps them curled. It doesn't flake. They're so good. All right, you guys, here is the finished makeup look. I absolutely love it. I think it looks so good. It's very fresh and just springy and cute, and I'm very, very happy with it. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. If you want to see new videos on my channel, let me know what they are. Let me know beauty related videos. I feel like fashion related videos I kind of have a hold on. I have a lot of ideas for, but beauty ones, I'm always curious what you guys like to see. Do you like makeup tutorials, product reviews, my favorite products, that kind of thing? Let me know down in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in a video very, very soon. Bye, guys.